Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor for our first proper trading day of 2026. Thank you, Sensei, for kicking off this year with the breakfast show every morning live, and then I follow with the opening bell and special events throughout the day. This is what we'll be talking about today. Some of our top stories: AI power bottleneck shifts, Chinese AI chips, Baidu's Kunluxing IPO, mortgage rates hit low, Wall Street 2026 outlook, and the Berkshire leadership shift. That's what we're covering this morning on the show. Welcome, everybody. If you are new here, consider tapping the like button, because you know if you tap the like button, it makes the little fellas happy. Yep, the little fellas are back for 2026. Thank you very much indeed for doing that. All right, we are here to provide the most honest, real live channel on YouTube TV. That's my aim. I am the world piano man. I'm an entertainer. I've toured the world with my own Vegas show all over the world with the British Philharmonic Orchestra musicians and dancers and showgirls. And now I'm here in my TV studio bringing you a live show every single day. We're very proud that we hit 100,000 subscribers in 2025. That was absolutely great. And we also got the verification tick from YouTube, which means we are genuine and authentic. The information that you see here is real. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I turn down sponsorship deals all the time. Not here for any of that. I'm just here to help people and hopefully provide a family, a community, a place where everyone has a voice. You can call in, be part of it. There's no sponsorship, so I'm not swayed to say anything. I'm just here to give you my thoughts of how I'm investing. And I've done okay. I've gone from $5,000 to $287,500. I've taken about $5,000 out to start paying towards some of my tax. I owe a lot more than that, but that's just some of it. So I'm preparing for that now. So I've done pretty well. I've beaten Berkshire Hathaway. I've beaten Bitcoin. I've beaten the S&P 500, and I've never shorted a stock, and I've never done options, ever. What I do is I study balance sheets, I make relationships with people, and I buy with conviction, and I use lots to sell, to trim all the time and reposition. So this is my current portfolio. As you can see, we're up $62,000 in the past year. Obviously, that always moves as that line sort of travels along in time. But today, we are just up slightly. Are we beating the market? We make a bit of a joke every day about we're always beating the market. Well, we're not quite today. We're just behind the market. The market is up today 0.54 and I am at 0.1. I am expecting a major pullback, if not a crash of 40%. I've made lots of money. I'm now protecting my money. Remember, the hard part is to keep it. It's easy to make money. Most people just FOMO in and get fearful, or they overbuy. The market, remember, always overbuys and always oversells. It's how it goes. It's very dramatic. If you just focus on value, you'll always win. I don't believe in dollar cost averaging, nor does Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett puts it in one sentence and then goes down deep and explains what he means. People just pick the headlines because it's comic book headline, bold text, and you can just repeat it on YouTube. It's nonsense. Dollar cost averaging doesn't work, and we've proved it. How it does work is because it's a consequence of time. The market goes up over time because inflation devalues your money, which means stocks go up anyway. So it's not you're clever or smart or I knew what I was doing. If you don't pay attention to the market and you do buy every week or every month, you will be up in 20, 30 years. As long as the businesses you've bought are still in business. And remember, 80% of the Russell won't be. If you buy quality or you buy a good index like the S&P 500, you will be up. And you'll go, well, it's because I dollar cost averaged. No, it isn't. You can do a lot better if you buy with conviction when the market is oversold and then trim on the way up. I mean, that's what I've done and proved it on the show. Science, maths doesn't lie. Buying with conviction always works. That's why Warren Buffett could be out for ages before he buys, and patience and discipline. But these are things that we just lack now in 2026 with younger generations. They want everything today, don't want to wait 5 minutes, and there it is. So anyway, that's how the market is today. Let's see what we can make of it. So if you've just tuned in, thank you very much indeed. Let's see. Oh, we've got a great audience this morning. Starting off, lovely. I thought today would be quiet, but it's not. 176 people straight out the gate. That's great. So you know what I'm going to ask you to do to start off the new year in a great way. I want to get 100 likes before we start with the stories of the day, the big news. We're also going to do mini reviews today. It's an Electrum benefit. We do twice a week. Electrum members. At the end of the main show, we go to members only so I can answer everyone's question. So now members get extra, bronze members now get extra membership events. So at the end of today's show, in about an hour, there will be a members section, and then there will be a Electrum members section show where I will be doing free mini stock analysis. It's the first come first serve. We see how many we can do in about 20 minutes. So if you want a favorite stock reviewed, the balance sheet, who's buying, who's selling, analysis. I do that completely for free for our Electrum members. We're always increasing perks and benefits, and the prices never go up. And with inflation either, there's no increase. So every year it gets cheaper. If you want to become a member, there is the link. All right. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. So let's try that again. So 1 minute on the clock. I want to get 100 likes. And let's see how we do. You ready? All right, let's start the year off with a bang. So watch your speakers. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we're starting off with just 10 likes. Let's get 100 likes in 1 minute. Refresh the screen in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 72, that was quick. All the way to 72. All we need now is 28 more, and we could start the show today. By tapping the like button, you are saying that you'd like to see more of this content. If you don't like what I'm doing, click the down like. But if you watch every day, it overrides it anyway. So it's up to you what you do, all right? So come on, everybody, tap the like button. We want to get 100 likes, and then we can get straight into our news this morning. Let's rock and roll. So let's refresh the screen. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we there yet? Are we there yet, Mum? Are we there yet, Dad? Are we there yet? 81. 19 to go. 19 to go. And we can start the big story of the day. So please do tap the like button. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's see if we can start off the year with a bang, with a great story, looking for stocks that can hopefully make you some money. That's what this show is all about. 80, as well as family and community, of course, probably more important. Okay, 81, let's refresh it. What are we at now? We're at 88, 12 to go. So we're going to count down from 10. This is the last time we call it. Are we going to get there? The music's about to end. Let's do it. Let's get the big story. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did we do it? Are we at 100 or are we close? Let's have a 95. We nearly did it. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. The start of the year, it's always a bit slow, but you know what? It's really great to start the year with 182 in the show with you. Right, so let's get straight to it. Our first stories of the day. So if you've just tuned in, we will do members only and Q&A, live phone-ins, and mini analysis for our Electrum members as well. So let's get straight into our first stories of the day. What we're going to focus on this morning, all of this is brought to you from our very own newsletter. There is our newsletter if you want to follow along. It's the show notes for the show. You can actually follow along with the show with more detail and get more out of it and engage with Sensei and the team and all the rest of it. So there you go. There's our newsletter. I've dropped it in the chat. I will pin it to the top. Everyone gets a free trial, so you can try it out. Strongly recommend everyone tries it out. Hardly anyone has ever not then subscribed to it, by the way. Right, so we're going to talk about AI power bottleneck shifts. Silicon demand remains steady, but electricity shortages and grid delays now limit hyperscaler deployment capabilities. We're going to cover Chinese AI chip surge. Byron and Kunluxin listings challenge Nvidia's dominance as efficiency gains become the new competitive frontier. And Baidu's Kunluxin IPO filing signals accelerating Chinese AI chip momentum, driving share gains and shrinking conglomerate sum of parts discount. Mortgage rates hit low. Average 30-year rates dropped to 6.15, yet high prices and low inventory continue to stall buyers. Wall Street 2026 outlook. Institutions forecast a Goldilocks economy, but massive AI capital expenditures risk creating infrastructure bubble. And lastly, the Berkshire leadership shift. Greg Abel takes over as CEO, managing a record $381 billion cash pile for future acquisitions. All right, so you can't say he doesn't have a good start, right? Okay, we're also going to be at Wall Street. There you go. We are at Wall Street. We're going to ring the bell when we get there in 45 minutes. Quick look at all positions. So this is my position. I'm slightly up today. The S&P is up 0.56. I'm out of it. It's my favorite asset, but I'm out of it at the moment. Virgin Galactic is up 1.87. Palantir is up 1.99. Gold is up 1.43. Amazon 0.71, Apple up 0.49, Enphase up 0.81. This is one of my top picks for $100. Coca-Cola up very slightly because everyone's buying tech until they're not. So this is your time to build your portfolio. All of my money is in one stock at the moment. Now, many people will say to me that you're not diversified. I agree. I'm all in one stock, but I buy with conviction. I do believe in being diversified, but unlike what a lot of people tell you on YouTube, I don't buy diversification like a lot of people do. They just buy everything and go, well, I'm protected because I'm in everything. That's not the way I look at it at all. I buy with conviction of what I know and understand, and I've made lots of money from the S&P this year, record breaking. I've beaten all hedge fund managers and so on. So I'm now moving into a defensive position, and there's good reason why. So yes, I am all in one stock, but I buy with conviction. I don't guess, gamble, or speculate. J&J is up. It reached our target of $200. Great business, that one. Chevron Oil down slightly at 0.08. Tesla up 1.49. We now have it confirmed that Michael Burry from The Big Short, very famous, of course, is not shorting. He's not shorting Tesla. He is shorting Palantir because of valuations. Simple as that. But he's not shorting Tesla. It's just worth noting that. McDonald's is flat today. It's very much like Coca-Cola, a staple, a defensive play, flat today. Google up 1.12, Microsoft up 0.46, Meta up 0.57, Nvidia is up 1.45. Walmart, a staple, is flat today. You can see the patterns forming, right? Hopefully you can. Tilray Brands, which was the biggest pump and dump of 2025. One of the worst things. I warned everyone against it. I told you this could go to $100 with policy change. All we got was a signature from Trump. Everybody bought and dumped. I warned everybody, and now many people are holding the bag and could be holding the bag forever until Tilray Brands reflect policy change, which they can't because there isn't any yet. There was just a signature on a bit of paper, and an executive order doesn't mean anything when you've got to change policy, rules, governments, tax rescheduling, none of which has happened or will happen for a while. So it's a pump and dump, and there we go. Robinhood, great business. We bought this at $8, made a lot of money on this, but we're not in it anymore. We now own it. Of course, when it lands on the S&P. I don't think is Robinhood on the S&P yet. I think it is. I can't remember. Anyway, if it's not, it will be. Rocket Lab up 2%, too expensive. Plug Power is just a manipulated Russian oligarch stock. I've proven it over and over again. It's a great business, but it's just been destroyed by manipulation. Bitcoin is starting to move again. People are starting to buy again. As low as 84, we're now at 89. I owned a whole Bitcoin recently, sold it, made some money, and I'm out of it at the moment. I'd like to own 3 Bitcoin, but it's not the time to buy, not in my book, by any means. XRP, that's now going up. Very good. No, it never made the ridiculous statements that was being banded around. I obviously knew it wouldn't. I said it wouldn't. And I am one of the very few, and I'm very proud of this. I made a very calculated choice to warn everyone of the nonsense about social media influencers who charge people thousands of dollars to custodian their money. This old XRP story of going to $100 by midnight, New Year's Eve. I've been reporting on it for months, saying it's lies and nonsense and that they're a con artist. And now it's all up in the air. They're all getting sued by everybody, and it is a complete con, and it never happened. Now they're all being taken to the cleaners, and the whole thing is collapsing, and the story is collapsing around them, and everyone's fighting everyone. Everyone's making silly videos over it. I am refusing to get involved. My job is to provide the best information when it's helpful, not when it sells videos. When I did it, it wasn't popular. When I did it, it was before anyone was talking about it. These people that are now saying we're going after these certain people and saying this guy was an idiot and so on and so forth, they were all expecting XRP to go to $100 as well. So they were all shouting about it with excitement. I'm not doing it. I warned you when it was useful information to protect you from doing it. Now it's happened, and now everyone's fighting to get views once again. They were fighting to get views before. They're fighting for views again. I'm not even going to comment or make a video on it. All right, so we move on. It didn't happen. Now we can focus again on the real value of XRP, real value of Ripple, because that's what it's about, not making videos and getting clicks and so on and so forth. So I'm not even going to talk about what's going on. Let everybody burn themselves and run around. I'll always be ahead of the predictions, standing by what I say, not changing what I say, but before anyone else is doing it, because when they're doing it, they're now just reacting and following another trend. The trend was it's going to $100, $1,000. Now the trend is let's go after the idiots who lied about it, because we can sell that video now. I'm not interested. You won't see a video from me doing that. So Ethereum is up 1.34. Nice. A lot of people are saying now it's all pumping. Of course it's not. It's all down like 30%. I sold it at the top. All of this stuff I sold at the top. It's not pumping. 1.32 is hardly pumping. I've had days of Coca-Cola doing 1.32. So there we go. There's our positions so far today. So let's start with our first story of the day. Thank you ever so much, everyone who tapped the like button. We did end up with 109, which is very nice indeed. So we did get there. Let's get into our stories of the day. So let's start. So one big thing, Berkshire's strategic liquidity. Oh, by the way, I want to thank everyone quickly that bought the New Year's Eve mugs. They're all sold out, every single one. And that now is over. The 2026 New Year's Eve mugs are all gone. All sold out from the shop, martynlucasshop.com. They sold out yesterday on the deadline. Thank you ever so much, everybody who bought one, but there are no more. They've all sold out. Thank you ever so much. Whenever I bring out a commemorative mug, a t-shirt, or some merchandise, it sells instantly. So there you go. They're all gone. There's no more New Year's Eve mugs. So Martyn Lucas Shop is sold out. Okay. All right. So one big thing, Berkshire's strategic liquidity. Berkshire Hathaway has accumulated a record $381 billion cash reserve by aggressively selling equities and halting share buybacks. Now, when we talk about cash reserve, let's be clear what we mean by that. What we actually mean is this. They buy short-term treasury bills, as do I. SGov. They might not buy the ETF SGov because there's a much more complex way of doing it where you buy the Treasury bills direct. That's not for the average retailer investor. I just buy the ETF. It's easier and pay the very small fee. But essentially, Warren Buffett is buying short-term Treasury bills, which is what this is. All right, this gives me 3.85% while I'm waiting to buy undervalue. So when we say cash, that's exactly what we mean. All right, so let's keep our focus on that. Let's go back to the story. This massive liquidity position reflects a disciplined refusal to participate in an overpriced market where primary valuation metrics exceed historical crisis levels. Right, let's understand what we mean by that. We are now at one of the worst times ever in history to buy the stock market. One of the worst times ever. The GDP to the ratio of the stock market is 120%. The stock market is 120% of GDP. It's the highest it's ever been. We're at highest valuations, 30 times earnings. You don't ever buy the S&P at 30 times earnings. Of course, those at dollar cost average you buy every month do, but that would be silly. But they do. I'm not doing that. I'm buying undervalued stocks that have potential to outperform, not just potential, extremely likely to outperform the S&P 500 this year. And for me, I'm all in on Coca-Cola because I know the ins and outs of every inch of that business. So I know what I own and all I want to do is buy more, and I can be all in on one stock. Which is also shared with Warren Buffett, of course. But we are at crisis levels. We will get a pullback. We will get a crash. The yen carry trade will unwind. All of this will happen. You can take it to the bank, and this is exactly what we'd expect to happen, and there's no reason why we won't. The strategy leverages profitable insurance float to maintain a capital cushion that thrives during volatility. For investors, this capital represents strategic readiness rather than simple hoarding. It grants new CEO Greg Abel the unique ability to execute massive acquisitions if market prices drop, which they will. This positioning prioritizes institutional patience over immediate performance. So this is very important. You need to understand this more than anything else. On the show, people often say to me, how much money have I made today, and so on and so forth. We're not in the business of making money. We're not in the business of making profits. I hear everyone shout at the screen, "What are you talking about?" That's exactly what we are doing. No, actually, that is not what we're doing at all. That is not what we're doing. What we're doing is building a portfolio for when we actually need the money. That's what we're doing. We're building a portfolio of better and better businesses at lower and lower prices by buying on the crashes and the dips and so on, and then using lots to sell. Warren Buffett doesn't just buy and hold. He says that because it's simple. Most people just take the first headline and put it on YouTube, like a comic book, a children's storybook, but he trims all the time, repositions all the time. So he doesn't just buy and then just disappear and sit on an island for 20 years. That's not how it's done. That's how it's sold to the public, but that's not actually the full complexity of it. You trim and improve your position. So right now, I don't care if Coca-Cola goes up, down, or sideways. What I care about is the business continues to make me money and have cash flow. That's what I care about. That's why I buy it. And that's why I'm in SGov at the moment as well, waiting for the right time. Now, of course, there is some element of gamble to that, because if we focus on the S&P, for example, my favorite asset to own, no question about it, just own this. But remember, and this is overlooked by comic book YouTube channels. What I mean by that is when they simplify things just to make it clickable and exciting to their audience. The reality is, when we talk about the S&P 500, it has between 10 and 13% average gains a year. Okay, depending on how you measure it. So people go, that's great. However, the reality is some years it's flat, some years it's down, And some years, like the last 3 years, it exceeds those numbers. So it's not a guaranteed 10% a year like a bond might be if you could get one that paid 10%. So it's not a guaranteed 10% every single year, because if it was, then dollar cost averaging would be great. You could just literally buy every week and you'd be up 10% a year. And you might say 10% a year doesn't matter. Well, I argue the point it does, because if I offered you $1 million or a penny that doubles every month, a penny doubling every month is most certainly the way to go. The very, very much the best option. So always winning, never losing, and compounding is the secret to success. And that's how I've gone from 5,000 to nearly 300 grand in just 4 years. And bearing in mind, I lost 40,000 at the beginning. So that's some serious thing. And I didn't even do any options or shorts. So we're talking serious gains, and I've beaten everybody. Right. The main metrics I'm talking about. I'm sure there's some Lucasades here who'll go, I've done much better. I bought Binky Bonk coin and I'm at 7,000% or something like that. And of course there are people like that. So the S&P is the best place to own to own a position. However, if you're expecting a down year, and I'm not expecting a down year, but the problem you've got now is every analyst, Sensei covered it on the show this morning, every reputable analyst, remember, they've all got something to sell or prove or a point to make. So I don't listen to a word they say. I listen, but I don't take financial advice from any of them, because especially the ones on TV, they've all got a hidden agenda. They're all saying it's going to be a great year. Well, when everybody's saying it's a great year, when everybody's predicting that Bitcoin's going to go 200,000 again, is the time to think, hang on a minute. This is always the time to be careful. Always, all through history. And those that are telling you it's great are secretly knowing it's not. Things are not great, not even by a long chalk. Anyway, so I'm out of the S&P waiting for a much better price, because with all the money I've made, let me be absolutely clear, when the market goes down, which it will, so will Coca-Cola. However, it will go down less, because you don't know when the bottom is. And the point is, I cannot sell on the way down. Money will go out of tech, the S&P, and it will buy defensive. For me, it will be Coca-Cola. And I'll get lower prices, then I'll get a little bounce, and then I'll sell the higher ones, swap them out, keep the lower ones. So even though we start to fall, it doesn't go straight down. There are ripples. And defensive ripples the most, because people will flood there to make profit. I will be already in, picking up lower shares and then trimming the top. Eventually we'll hit the bottom. Then I will have the bottom of Coca-Cola once again, as I always do. And then I can start to trim and then buy back the S&P and start building back a position. Remember, it's not about gains and profit today. It's about building positions, building fortresses, building businesses. So when you come to retire, you have a great portfolio. That's why we talk about a portfolio, not how much cash you got, mate, how much profit you got, mate. None of that's important. It's building a portfolio. Anyway, so more stories of the day. We're talking about our winners and losers today. All of this is from our very own newsletter. There is the newsletter if you want to get it. I'm also going to give you the biggest winners as well. So there's lots coming up in our show today. So let's go on to our winners. So the SOC up 21.95%. Sable Offshore Corporation rallied following federal approval to restart the Las Flores pipeline, clearing a path for the company to resume production operations. DGNX up 21%. DigiNex Limited climbed as it appeared to track a broader speculative rally in the cryptocurrency and technology sectors. Sidhu up 19.43%. Sidus Space maintained upward momentum following the closing of a 16.2 million offering and a massive 151 billion missile defense agency contract. That was huge. SLX up 14.32. Cellus Life Sciences shares rose on investor anticipation regarding upcoming phase 3 Regal study clinical data. Baidu, B-I-D-U, Baidu up 12.1%, surged after announcing a planned Hong Kong IPO for Kunluxing, its artificial intelligence chip business unit. And lastly, DVLT up 12.04. Data Vault moved higher ahead of January 7th record date for a special dividend involving warrants and digital collectibles. A couple more here. ASST up 7.05. Strive shares rose in speculative small cap rotation, favoring tech and AI stocks. And lastly, ASML up 4.74. ASML gained as semiconductor equipment stocks rallied in response to positive AI chips from Baidu. There you go. All right, so there are some of our winners. We have one loser to look at today. Our one loser will be OTLK, down 61.7%. Outlook Therapeutics shares plunged after the FDA issued a third complete response letter for its wet AMD drug candidate, citing insufficient evidence. Again, if you'd like our newsletter, all of this is the show notes. There is the newsletter in the chat. You can get this. It's pinned to the top with a free trial. Everyone should get this. You can then follow along with the show, be part of it, and you can be ahead of the game, and you get extra information along with the show that I'm covering. Right, we got 25 minutes before the bell goes. We'll be there live on Wall Street. I will also do live Q&A, and it's Monday, and you know what happens on Monday. We have twice a week, we have an Electrum special, which is where we have a half-an-hour Electrum show after the members-only show, where we provide you free mini stock analysis. No super chats required. It's a perk of being an Electrum member. All right, so we're always giving more to the members from bronze, silver, and Electrum. Everyone gains more, and prices never go up. If you want to be a member and be part of it, you can just shout in the chat what your favorite stock is, and I first come, first serve. I'll pick a few, and I'll do your analysis, deep dive analysis for you. Sorry, not deep dive, mini analysis. I beg your pardon. All right, before we carry on, we will do a few Q&As. Let's have a look. Simon was here. Morning all. Tina, good morning to you. I want to thank our ladies. Most channels that cover crypto have 1% female audience. We have 13.8%. One of the highest of any crypto channel that covers crypto, 13.8. The ladies are far more discerning. They do not want silly bro channels making guesses and making silly statements. That they are here for this service. And I want to thank Tina, one of our ladies. 13.8% of our audience are ladies now. Morning, happy new year, everyone. Hello from Chris. Good morning, Martin. Excited for the new year. Thanks for all you do. Shep, you're very welcome. Consider becoming a member with obviously as you enjoy the show. Good morning, Jay Submerge, Ninja Cowboy. Good morning to you. Liz, good morning. Another one of our ladies. Dan Ackerman, Tidy Big Dog, FTSE 100 hit 10,000. Yes, it did. It was a nice milestone psychologically. Yolanda, another one of our ladies, good morning to you. GK, good morning. FTSE is being boosted by banking, insurance and utility stocks. All-time high, DJ Hayes. 160 watching, says Liz. We're now 225. Thank you, David Hensley. You were one of our winners on the big event New Year's Eve. We gave away $2,000 in cash, and we gave away 9 trophies and prizes. Everybody won. Everyone got a shout out. We had a party, and it was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. It was great. It really was. I like Budon, says Octopus. Happy New Year. Marsha, another one of our ladies. A lot of our ladies here this morning. Great. Am now an Electrum member. Stu, well, you can request You can't request it yet. You've got to be in the event. You can request a stock review this morning, a mini stock review for free as a member. Watching on the big screen and tablet. Thank you, ADGT TV. Good morning, Happy New Year. Comic, the majority of retail accounts on X with mass followings, 400,000 accounts, are all calling for this crash in 2026. Crashes aren't broadcast for the mass. So to see not broadcast for the mass to see, are they? Not sudden and unexpected. I don't really understand that. Beating the heck out of Snoozeberg opening bell. Not sure I know what you mean. I feel we have a front run.
I can't believe
the worst of it.
This.
No, we haven't. It hasn't even started. 1970 Buckley on the very first trading day of the year is still celebrating Christmas and New Year. How generous. One of our ladies, this is incredible, 1970 has just gifted 5 memberships. What does that mean? Yes, I can believe it. What that means is 1970 Buckley has spent her own hard-earned money and donated memberships to you. So you've now got a bronze membership for free. So what I'd suggest you do is, especially on a Monday when we have our Electrum events, is now is the best time ever to renew and upgrade to becoming an Electrum member, because you get one of our premium memberships for a couple of bucks because bronze has been purchased for you, so you got it for free. So now, upgrade to Electrum, go on that link. It's on the
I can't believe
membership
this.
page on the channel, and you can get your free stock analysis today. How cool is that? A shout out, your questions are answered, and your own analysis. Not only do you get the analysis, you get a video as well, which will promote the stock for you, if that's something you're interested in. So that's pretty good, cool. Thank you, and please thank 1970 for doing that. Beating the heck out of it, says ADJT. Looking forward to the end of the year to celebrate our journey together. Looking forward to the end of the year show. You're looking forward to the end of the year show? That's a strange comment, as we've just started on the beginning. Well, I mean, we're all looking forward to the end of the year. Well, not really. We just started this year. Does Lego have a stock ticker? I've no idea, Peter. I have to focus on the members. Coke is up 3% this year, but the bottling subsidiary is up 44%. Why not spread between two, especially with Coca-Cola? No, I would rather stay with Coca-Cola because it's now undersold, and Coke, C-O-K-E, is overbought. I want to go where the value is, so I'm staying. I do not want to be buying what's already overbought and so on. I want to be where the growth is. H-bar up 12%. Thank you for that, Martyn. And Felix and Friends are my... Felix and Friends. This guy, I love Felix and Friends. Martyn Lucas Investor and Felix and Friends are my 2 top investors to listen to. Felix and Friends. That guy is entertaining, isn't he? In Felix and Friends, he talks really funny, doesn't he? He's got a real posh accent. He's good, he is. I like him. I follow Felix too. Completely different strategy. Very different. Yeah. Anyway, all our training courses, by the way, and all those things, we provide them all for free. I've always, we provide it in the newsletter. It's just given as an extra benefit now. So yeah, the only thing that I have you can buy from me is my is my Discord. If you want, whenever I post anything, I post it on Discord. You can reply to it, and I go backwards and forwards. That's my question, my Q&A with you on any subject, and you can private message me. We can have video calls, all sorts of stuff. Is on Discord. It's only $2.99. Other people will charge $100 to be able to have a direct communication and direct answers, direct one-on-one support. I do it for $2.99. I believe from day one, everything would be $2.99. The bronze membership, everything's the minimum price possible. Never increase prices, never do sales, never do discounts, never do inflation. It's always the same price. I just would rather everybody be able to afford to be a member. No one gets phased out. And it's just what I want to do. I want to make everything as affordable as possible forever and never increase it, thereby being the best investment. So if you want to join me on Discord, there is the link. Do not accept a friend request from me. I never send them to me. But when you join, do not join the server. It says here you must purchase it, because if you go here, there's nothing here. We have to have this here. Discord insists you have this free server. It's because they can promote Discord. We don't want that. We just have 191 actual server subscribers, which is what you get down here. Direct contact with me. You can speak to me directly, and I answer all your questions when I post something. When I post on social media, obviously I can't respond to everybody. It's just impossible, right? I don't do emails or phone calls or texts. But if you respond to my Discord post, I'll show you what I mean. I will respond to you. So in my Discord premium section here, look, I'll show you. You see here, Discord Premium, I posted my top tip of the year about what I'm doing with my Roth IRA. You can see some of the members liked it here. And if any of those now left me a question, I would answer it. So as you can see, people do. If I scroll up, Happy New Year, people here, and I respond to these people. I answer their questions. And this is how you can get a direct contact with me. But you need to purchase. It's $2.99. And the reason why it's $2.99 is, for a start, everyone else charges hundreds. The reason why it's $2.99 is that way not everybody joins, and we don't have millions of people just spamming and messaging me stuff. This way I can communicate with the 198 that I do have. All right, so there you go. We've got 50 minutes to go. About time to buy more Coca-Cola. I think we've got the bottom now. Maybe I'm wrong, but we keep bouncing a little bit higher. I think we've hit the bottom. Remember, my average was 72. It's now 69. Is it 80? I can't see this morning because I won $5 of Coca-Cola overnight. One of you guys did the referral thing. I'm not paid by Robinhood. We just get free shares. Sometimes it's a full Apple share. Sometimes it's $5. But I got $5 of Coca-Cola this morning. So it doesn't show my average until it's settled. It's annoying it does that, but that's how it does it. If you want a free share, sometimes it's actually a whole Apple share. There's Robinhood USA and there's Robinhood UK. So if you are in the UK, you can get Robinhood. They're about to release their ISA. I can't wait for it. I'm excited about it. And also, you get free shares on Robinhood USA and Robinhood UK. So if you haven't got your free shares yet, I've just dropped it in the link. It's also, of course, below every single video. Kazansky, no worries. Didn't mean to come across rude. We looked at HBC last week. Kazansky, I didn't think you were being rude. Did I miss something? I think perhaps 6 months still, but big difference. I see. Kazansky's talking to somebody else. What is your current take on Enphase? Yeah, I can see it going to $100. Great balance sheet. I need to do another review on it though. I have a limit order on Coca-Cola HBC. Last 3 months, very volatile. What do you think about the chance of 2026 being a cul-de-sac bottom of the crash that marks the current cycle bottom, or is a long slow bleed as the carry trade unravels for years? Jerry, I think you're saying, do I think it will be a slow unwind or a crash? No, I think it will be a crash. I think those that are saying it's slow unwind are just trying to sell a narrative like Tom Lee about his $200,000 Bitcoin in 5 minutes. I don't believe any of that. Anyway, when you say you don't short stocks, do you mean you don't sell short-term positions? When you say you don't short stocks, do you mean you don't sell short-term positions? No. What I mean by I don't do shorts, I don't do option shorts, I don't bet against the market. I'm not on about selling short-term. A short-term selling is not a short, all right? They're completely different things. If I buy today and sell tomorrow, That's simply a day trade, or a scalp trade if I do it within minutes, or a swing trade if I do it over a few weeks. That's just investing, trading, trimming, all of the things, whatever. Yes, I do that all the time. Of course I do. Shorting is when you bet against a stock going down. When you do that, it's an option, and you are putting pressure on businesses to fail. Ethically, it's wrong. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. It's counterproductive. I just don't believe in putting negative energy out in the world. You can make money by investing. I don't ever short stocks. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's helpful. I think it's selfish and greedy and all those other things, which is, part of the world. But I just don't do it. I don't bet against stocks going down. I look for businesses that make money and buy them. Very simple. I don't do options either. I don't gamble and make price predictions at certain dates. I don't do that either. I don't guess. I just make business decisions which always pay off. When he says short-term market, he means the direction, i.e., yes, there we go. Thank you, Tidy. Tesla reports deliveries for the fourth quarter down 16%. Yes, they're not selling cars. It's all about the robotics now, and I cannot see that everyone's going to buy a robot. I know we saw it on the movie iRobot, everybody owned a robot. I just can't see it. Most people are not going to spend $40,000 buying a robot for their house. They're absolutely not. I'm not. I don't want it in my life. I don't want it. Life is too complicated as it is. I do not want a robot in my house. I have too many nightmares for stresses that I'm always online. Is the camera still turned on? We're all living fast-paced lives. I think it's amazing what Elon Musk is doing, and I think robots in manufacture and building rockets and all that stuff's great, but I don't want one at home. I don't want one. I'm sure it'd be fun to play with for 5 minutes, especially if it looked like a nice, sexy lady. I mean, maybe I'm joking, of course. Well, sort of, not really. I think most of the guys would go, yeah, I wouldn't mind this pretty girl walking around the house. And most of the girls would say, I wouldn't mind a handsome man walking around the house. But all joking aside, being serious, I don't want to buy one. I don't want a robot in my house. Elon Musk thinks everyone's going to buy one. 99% of the world don't even access the stock market. Literally, they don't even access the stock market. They've not got any money. Everyone here is 95% richer than everybody else on the planet. So I don't know. I don't see how everyone's going to buy a robot. I mean, and they'll never be cheap. They'll never be cheap. It doesn't matter how efficient they get them. They're not going to make them for $5. You're not going to nip down to Walmart to buy a blimmin' robot. There's not a chance. It's always going to be, 10, 20, 30 grand. I mean, that's it. Good morning, Slim Jim. This is my favorite channel. Thank you, 1970. Thank you for all the memberships you just donated there. Good morning, everyone. 9 minutes to go. Lady Buckley in the house. Yes, lots of our ladies. It's always the same with the ladies. They are the most generous. Wonderful. Very soon, I hope to message Casey today and get started with Casey, our first female broadcaster on the show. Let me know in the chat if you're excited about that. We're about to launch Ladies for Crypto. Casey doing a weekly show. How about it? Are you excited? That's about to happen. If you like that idea, ladies and guys, that's about to happen. Let me know in the chat. Spam the chat whether you like the idea or not. Could we review D-Wave and Rigetti Tech stocks? You're not a member of the show. I have to focus on members' requests, I'm afraid. Otherwise, I'd never get anything done. Hi, Martin. I'm on advanced blockchain and on... what do you think? I've never looked at those. I need to look at those. Good morning, sir. Regards, David. What do you think about Nike? I did a review, Potato Family. If you type into YouTube, Martin Lucas Investor, NIKE stock, I've got a full review on it and you can find out all about it. I meant end of the year show so we can celebrate this year together. End of the year, well, we had the party. Tidy big dog. We had the party. New Year's Eve, we did it. We gave away $2,000. We gave away 9 prizes. We had a party. We drank whiskey. We fell off a chair. We did it. So anyway, can you explain Robinhood lending stocks? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Slim, we got 7 minutes to go. So what do we mean by Robinhood lending stocks? So people short stocks. I don't do it, but people want to short stocks. Good luck to them. All right. So when you put your stocks up for loan, that's what they are. They're being shorted. Your position is safe, no problem at all. They have to build into terms and conditions. There is some risk towards this, but read the small print. It's not really, but like everything in America, every drug is going to kill you. So they have to tell you a million things how it can kill you. All right. But you still take it, right? Financial terms and conditions are the same. Oh, there's a risk, there's a risk, there's a risk. There's every risk. But I do it all the time. Yes. I have that option turned on, and you earn a very small amount of money. You earn about 1% when they loan out your stocks. And you can go into the settings and you can see which stocks are currently being loaned out. But you can still sell the stocks, buy more, sell them. It's just a little tip you get, a little bit of money you get. I loan my stocks out all the time. People say, I can't believe you do it because you're allowing people to short your stocks. Well, they're not like shorting me individually. They're shorting Coca-Cola. I do it anyway. Whether I basically see yourself as a bank, right? We can all say, banks aren't good, but, banks are businesses. Well, act as a bank. Are you happy to lend people money? Yeah. Will some people do the wrong thing with that money? Yeah. If I lent somebody some money today, they might go out and buy drugs with it. That's a bad idea, silly idea, but they might do that. But am I going to be a bank and lend people money? Well, yeah. I'm not going to lend you money if I know you're going to buy drugs, or whatever. But if you say to me, can I borrow some money to buy a house? And you want to buy a house, I'll lend you the money. That's the theory of it. So essentially, when you turn on stock lending, you're lending out your stocks so other people can short them. They're not shorting your individual stocks. They kind of are, but they're not. All right. So don't think, oh my God, my stocks are going to go down. There's no risk to it at all. But they say there is because they have to, right? At the end of the day, you are simply allowing people to access stocks which they can short. And it's how people short the market, and you get paid for that out of all the options fees. You get a bit of money, and it's not that much, but it's some free money I get all the time. It doesn't tend to happen very much on the S&P. It doesn't happen obviously on SGov because you can't short a bond, obviously. It very rarely happens on Coca-Cola because no one's shorting the stock. So there's nothing in my portfolio that's ever shorted, to be honest. But if I had 10 shares of, say, Tesla or 10 shares of Palantir, I'd be earning some money from it. But I'm not going to buy it just so I can earn 1%. I mean, that's pointless, Anyway, so there you go. That's what it's all. Does that help you? Hello, Martyn from London. Hello, Stephen Boyce. How are you? You joined the Discord? What, today? What, today? Let me have a look. It was on 191. Let's have a look. It was 191. Let's see. Did you become a subscriber or did you join the free one? If you join the free one, it doesn't count. It just gets kicked out. 191. Let's have a look. 191. Oh, yeah. Hello. Hey, welcome. So it's welcome to you. So when you go on Discord, you'll get some scammers message you. Ignore all the scammers. Right? Send me a friend request. There's the link. Send me a friend request. I will accept it because I will know it's you because you've got a green badge. You are a premium member. You can access the premium channels. Whenever I post, you can ask me a question about my post. So when I say I'm buying Coca-Cola and you want to know why, I can answer you. It's a one-on-one service I provide for a couple of bucks. It's pretty good, right? It's cheaper than any other service in the world, I think. Anyway, join Discord. Thank you very much. So send a friend request and I will accept it because I will see that you're a premium member. Don't accept my request. I don't send them, okay? Very important. Hi all, hope you're all well. Club, yes, good morning. Anubis, we won't buy the robots, we'll rent them. That's interesting. I don't need another thing to worry about too. Yeah, Marsha, can you imagine it? Half the stuff in your house don't work. Things don't always break in. And now I've got a robot to worry about. Manufacturing needs the robot. So much cheaper than human labor. I agree. Also, why would you want to have one? Yeah, I mean, you're just going to like do less. I need to do more, not less. I don't want it to make the bed. I want to make the bed. I want to vacuum the house. Good morning, everyone. Yes, we'll be looking forward to it. Nice. 11111. Not sure what that means. Looking forward to watching Casey. Yes. How do I get a membership? How do you get one? You can't ask for one. You just get lucky if you're engaging and subscribing. But the best way is just to buy one. Because it's only a minimum. It's only for 1 month anyway. It expires. Can you do an update review on TPL and a tough year? Yes. I'm not adding any more big reviews to the list at the moment, Kazansky. But my mini reviews, you'll get a chance on the Electrum channel in a moment. Good morning, a happy new year. Let's make some money. Yes, indeed. Got to get that Temu robot. Happy Friday. We got 1 minute to go before the bell goes. Let's get ready. We're waiting to ring the bell. Sean Lucky, you're lucky. Can you show members on tax lots? Yes, Potato. I did a whole video on it for you on Electrum and you missed it. You asked me to do it. All the members were shouting you out. Where's Potato? I did a whole 30-minute explanation of tax lots for you on Coca-Cola on my Electrum show. Happy first trading day for 26. Yep. Good morning. Do you think Starlink will go? Starlink. I've just sent you a request. Oh, hang on. Right. We're about to ring the bell. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Wall Street are behind, but they're not really, of course, but it just looks like that. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches
The bell has gone. You sent me a friend request on Discord. I'll take care of that in a moment. Let's go straight through. We're behind on Wall Street. Never mind. Let's go through here. So my portfolio is going down at the moment. I'm going to keep my eye on Coca-Cola. I want to buy some more. Oh, 69.75. It's going down. I'm buying Coca-Cola. Stop the music. Stop the music. I've got to focus. We don't want to mess this up. We don't want to mess this up. I'm buying Coca-Cola. It's below my average. I'm buying Coca-Cola. Let me have a quick look. Yeah. Coca-Cola. Trade. Buy. Limit order. Yeah, this is great. So we want to buy. $140. 140. It's going down. There we go. Coca-Cola bought. Roth IRA. 8858. 8858. Coca-Cola. buy. There we go. I normally do the market open, but I wanted to buy. So buying power, I've used my Roth IRA money. So this is my Roth IRA. So we're out of the S&P 500. Coca-Cola is absolutely dropping like a stone. So we've lowered the average now. We're all in 81%. SGov. Oh, SGov. Trade, sell, 10,000. Review. $9,000 SGov. Sell that. Okay. Coca-Cola. Wow, this is great. This is absolutely great. Just using cash, it's just gone so low so quickly. Completed, done. So we're really, really buying heavily now. So this is my Roth IRA, all cash spent, all the free money I got, SGov. 9 shares, trade, buy, sell 9 shares, selling shares, number of shares. Nine shares. Back to Coca-Cola. Buy 903.69. Whoops, no, cash 903.69. Review, buy 69.48. Bloody hell. Right, so the buying power is all spent. We're out of the S&P. We're out. Yes, we're out of the S&P. We've just got that. One. Sell. Selling shares. 1. Review. Sell that one. Sell at SGov. Done. Now I want to sell. Buy Coca-Cola. Buy 100.41. Whoops, cash. Buying dollars, 100.41. Review. Done. So okay, so all cash is spent. I've sold all of that. I've sold all my SGov. Right, okay, the Roth IRA is done. That's maxed out. Buying power 876.24. 876.24. 876.24. Buy 876.24. 876.24. Review. Coca-Cola. Buy. Completed. So I've got $260,000 left. That's margin. Not using margin yet. Are we at an all-time high for the S&P 500? Yeah. Sell $300. No, we've been tipping down. No, not going to sell that. No point doing that. Well, actually, it's a good profit. It's, yeah, I'll take that as well. 300, trade, sell, $300, review. Yeah, sell that. Completed, take that profit. So I've now got 299.99. Okay. SGov. That's all done. So 299.99. Back to Coca-Cola. 299.99. Buy 299.99. Review. Buy. Completed. Okay. Now what we focus on is lot selling to trim it back. We're 100% now in Coca-Cola. And what I want to do now is use margin if we go down dramatically. Okay. Now the S&P, is that starting to sell now? Okay. This is all to do with the cost of deal. Yeah, the cost of deal is creating uncertainty with investors. Okay, so we're done. We're all in 100% on my main account, on the Roth IRA. We're 100% in. So what we're doing now, we'll wait for a bounce, then we'll start using some lots. So we'll sell. What we'll do, I'll show you in a minute. We'll get a bounce. We'll go like this. We'll go sell. We'll go selling tax lots. Oh, unavailable. That's because I've just got that free share. That'll become available later on today. Yeah, it's that bloody free share, $5. Doesn't matter. Not bothered anyway. But later on, that'll become available, and I'll be able to do this. Don't need to do it today, and use one of my day trades anyway. So there we go. Now, it wasn't worth buying with margin because I've got an overweight position anyway. I've got plenty anyway. I've now got literally 300 grand in Coca-Cola. I've done it. All right. I've literally got now, well, it's that much, 287, 285. That is all Coca-Cola, nearly $300,000. I want to get $1 million of Coca-Cola, but not yet. So now I've got that. All I've got to do is wait for a much bigger crash. Then I can use margin. But then to do that, I want to be 65. It could happen. We could get 62. But then I'll use margin. I'm not using margin at 69.36, even though we're going to 80, because I've got an overweight position anyway. So I'm just going to wait now. But when we get a bounce, I will be able to trim using my lots to buy. To sell the bounce. All right. Okay. So there you go. Wow, that was a thing. We didn't do the rundown of the stock, so let's go through our positions then. So here we go. We're going to keep my eye on that, obviously. So the S&P, my portfolio is down 0.82 today. The S&P is up 0.37. So I'm losing against the stock market, which is great. Because remember, I'm building a position, not worried about today's profit. That's what I want. I want to buy Coca-Cola at lower prices. That is what I want. I want it to go down to $1, right? Because the business isn't failing, is it? So that's that. The S&P is up 0.37. Now that's starting to sell. Virgin Galactic is down 0.78. Palantir is down 0.24. Gold is up 0.96. Amazon's having a good day, up 1.4. Apple's up 1.04. Enphase going to $100. This is great. Up 5.5%. This is absolutely fantastic. One of my best tips of the year. Coca-Cola is now down nearly 1% in one day. 0.85, flipping X, 69.32. Now, I can use margin if I want to, but I would rather, I mean, obviously it's tempting because I now know it's going to $80, if not 96 in a good year. Outperform the S&P, especially at this price. So this is nice, 69.30. If we, this is very tempting, folks. If we look now, we are down 1% on the week. We are down 2.44 on the month. The 3 months, but we're up 4.23. Year to date, obviously year to date is today, isn't it? Down 0.82. On a year, we're 11%. So we're still performing well. But this is a nice little pullback, though. Nice little pullback to start the year. Bit of profit taking here. Nice. J&J defensive going down. There you go. This will all bounce back in a minute. Chevron oil going down. Tesla now going down. So now defensive positions going down. So people are buying high tech to buy back in a minute. That's because of Buffett this morning getting involved with Baidu and tech. People are going, oh, okay, the tech boom really is on. This is when it pops. I love it. Keep going up until it doesn't. Microsoft is now selling off. Meta's now selling off. Nvidia is still going up. The AI play is very much in play. Walmart defensive is going up. They're an AI play now. Don't think of them as a defensive so much. Tilray Brands, that's going up. No reason at all why that should do that. That means speculation is hot in the market today. Robinhood is down. Rocket Lab is down. Plug Power, see, manipulation. Bitcoin up and down, up, down, up. I'm not involved in it, not touching it right now. XRP is up 1.8, still going. Ethereum is up 1.48. I'm loving it. Okay. Woo, what a morning this is. Let me go to comments for a moment. You can use tax lock for tax purposes, or you can use tax lots to DCA like Martyn does. Not to dollar cost average. I don't like really focusing on that. It's not what I do. And I don't try to encourage that. It oversimplifies it though. Yes, that was realized that today. He did ask where you are anyways. His rules. Liz, what's going on here? People taking money out of Coca-Cola and putting into end phase, vertical growth stocks. Now you see how he does. End phase having a nice bounce this morning. Looks complicated. Yeah, I guess it is a bit. It's, that's why we're here to show you how to do it. That dip looks bouncy. Nice one, Martyn. Buy with conviction. Absolutely. Coca-Cola is selling off, Martyn. Look at McDonald's down heaps. LRC up 18%. LRLC. Sorry, that's okay. Okay, keep my eye on it. This is what we want. This is what 69.35. 69.35. This is nice. I might dip into margin here because it'll get a bounce and I can sell it straight back. No issue. 69.38. This is a nice price. Nice price. 40% now. I'm liking it. I'm on the edge of buying some more here. Use some margin here. We're bouncing back. I'm not going to use margin yet because remember, when we get the crash, and we will, all stocks will go down as well as Coca-Cola. We could go a lot lower. Right, so if I'm going to employ margin, I want to get a bloody grape. I mean, I want it to really dip. Of course, you're thinking, oh, I've got 230 grand. Oh my God, I can buy Coke at 69.39, which is great. It's going to $80. It's going to outperform the market. But I've got to remember, I'm only look at it. I'm only down 0.7. Oh, in fact, that doesn't show you, does it? This damn free stock, I wish I hadn't done it. It's annoying. I got a free stock, a free share of $5 worth of Coca-Cola, and now I can't see what my bloody average is. It's an absolute pain in the arse, isn't it? It's absolute for $5, I got $300,000, and I can't see my position because of $5. I mean, what a bloody joke that is. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm probably down like 0.5%. It's not that big a deal. It's great to buy it, but we're not going to go we're not going to use margin yet until it really falls off a cliff, and it can, and I will absolutely. If my conviction was Coca-Cola is going to $80 with 300 grand of my own money, then I'm just as convicted using margin. Obviously, if it goes down lower like this, 69.37, this is wonderful. Are we going to get a bounce back now? If we get a bigger dip, I'm not going to do it yet. It's just not worth it. Remember, you're going to pay 5% to borrow the money. So you've got to make 5%. And if I only make 15, yes, I've still made 10, but how long will it take me to pay it off? If it takes me a year to pay it off, and I'm expecting a bigger crash, it doesn't make sense really yet to do it. It does if it goes 65 and we get a flash crash, then yes, it does, but not yet. All right, we're trying to bounce back here. People are buying it back here going, what the hell? Yep. What a great opportunity today. Martyn is sensei when Martyn getting Martyn is sensei when Martyn gets Coca-Cola. Bye. Very funny. Is McDonald's not a good play for you also? Yes, it is. McDonald's is good, but McDonald's is much more expensive though. And I don't see a 15% gain. Is my tea turned up? Thank you, Leah. How are you? You good? All right. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, McDonald's is great. It's good, but I don't see as much profit in it. Coke probably because of SNAP benefits in the States. Coke probably down because of SNAP benefits. What do you mean by that? If you're not dollar cost averaging, who cares if you can't see your average? Well, because I want to know what my targets are to beat. That's why, Cedar Trees. On the week, it's down. Yep. All right. So let's go back to our main portfolio. So Ethereum is up today, 2%. Look at this. Crypto is now doing great today. 2% XRP. 2% XRP. You know what's happening? Risk on assets. That's what's happening. People are selling businesses to buy Bitcoin. Look at this. Bitcoin's 89,000. This is what you want. Now, this is the best scenario you want, because what you've got now is Coca-Cola is used as the piggy bank. Everything overbuys, everything oversells. The simple choice you have to make is this: which asset would you rather own? Bitcoin doesn't earn any money, but you just hope it goes up to $1 million, right? Or a business that actually makes you money. Which one would you rather own? It's up to you. Some people would rather own speculation to $1 million or to zero. It's up to you. Some people would rather own a business. I'd rather own a business. So what's happening right now is people are selling defensive plays to go on risk. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin now. It's gone through 90,000 again. We could get a bit of a rally here. Then what do? Does it go to 200,000? And then where do they go? They take their profits, and then what do? They buy a business which has now been oversold. So if you're in that position, see, this is simple as this. I never buy where everybody's buying. I buy where everybody's selling, as long as it's something I want to own. Okay? So everybody now is selling defensive positions. Businesses, great businesses. McDonald's went down. Look at McDonald's today. McDonald's is going down. Coca-Cola, and are these businesses failing? No. People are using them as a cash piggy bank to buy Bitcoin right now. You can see it happening. That's great. So you get the opportunity to choose. You're either going to buy into the frenzy like everybody else, when remember, you should have been buying Bitcoin at 84. You'd be loving it now, right? Well, I'm not doing that. Absolutely, I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is what everybody's selling. Everybody's selling quality businesses, defensive plays to buy this. We're going to get a pump to dump. I'm absolutely sure about it. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be putting all my money, would I? 300 grand into Coca-Cola, but I am. That's what I'm doing. So right now, everyone is selling defensive to buy Ethereum. Look at that, up 2.87. And they're also buying XRP. Great, fantastic. They're buying Bitcoin. They're even buying Dogecoin. Dogecoin with no value whatsoever. They're all buying Dogecoin. Up she goes. Up she goes. All right. The S&P 500 is up. It wobbled, came back. This is wobbling. This is very, very aggressive. Very aggressive on the S&P. That's dangerous. I don't want to be there either, even though that's my best asset to be. What I want to do is this. And now we're getting a little bounce. Now, is that the beginning of a big return? I just don't know. Doesn't matter. I bought a lot more on the way down. So, I'm not using margin. Not using margin at 69.43. I've got 206. You can see it on the screen down here. 260,000, 261 grand available to me to buy Coke, but I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Not yet. Not yet. There's no need. I'm overweight anyway. I want to use that 260 grand to buy the S&P when it goes down. All right. And once Coke goes up and I can trim, then I can. But I don't want to be paying 5% yet to earn 15. Yes, I'll make 10%, make more, but there could be much, much more to come. Much more to come. So let's go through all our positions and see what's moving. What an exciting morning this is. This is what investors want. You want red days. Let's turn the studio red. What a start to the year. No surprise here. This is what we want. So the S&P is green today. Virgin Galactic is down. Palantir is now just about to go down. A big drop there all of a sudden. Be careful. Gold is going down. Everyone's going risk on assets now. Amazon is now selling off. Apple is starting to trim. Enphase Energy starting to sell. Coca-Cola is now starting to bottom and come back up again. J&J is starting to come back up. Chevron Oil is going down. Tesla is still going up. It's, sold off quickly and then it's trying to go back up again. McDonald's defensive, trying to come back. Google popped this morning. Now it's trimming. Microsoft sold off. Now it's starting to try to come back up. Meta sold off, now trying to come back up. Nvidia still rallying. The AI chips are rallying this morning. Walmart again now is a bit of an AI play. It pumped and now selling. Tilray Brands up today. There's no reason to buy that. Not today, there isn't. Robinhood is pretty much flat. Rocket Lab coming up again. Look at this massive volatility here. Be careful. Plug Power. Look at the manipulation here. Up 7.5%, going to 8%. Look at this. Massive manipulation today. Don't get involved in the manipulation. Buy the value. Now we've got Bitcoin starting to sell. We went through 90,000. Is it going to go there again? We're now at 89,682. We're up again. What an exciting day this is for crypto. Look at XRP, up 2.2. There'll be those of you saying it's rallying. It is not rallying. It is not rallying. XRP, to say it rallies, is going to be up 10, 15, 20%. We're down like 35, 40% from the highs. 1 or 2% is not a rally for crypto, right? An altcoin, it's got to go 10, 15% before, it's up and it's great, but it's not that much. Be careful. Ethereum up 2.47. Now my portfolio is starting to come up very quickly. You can see my Coca-Cola is starting to come up. I feel like I'm bloody narrating a bloody horse race here. Anyway, it does look like that. It does look like that. Did we get the bottom there for Coca-Cola? Have we now found another new bottom? What do you think? I don't know. No idea. But as soon as we hit 70, I'll be using lots to sell at the top. Absolutely, I will, to be able to buy lower once again. All right. So, take a break for a minute. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. On the week, it's down. Google ripping up today, 3%. Some states banned soda from food stamp program. Some states banned soda from food stamp program. Okay, that makes no difference. That's just a headline. The food stamp program, that's not going to affect Coca-Cola's bottom line. All right, it isn't. Absolutely not. Some states banned soda. Let me go into that story. Let me go into your story there. Oh, bugger. Let me have a look at that. Let me have a look at that. Let me have a look. So, soda banned from, what was it? From food stamp program. Let's have a look at this. Let me find this. Use of SNAP, Supplement Nutrition Assistance Program benefits, commonly called food stamps. Yes, for other junk foods, this is a major shift from decades of long-standing policy that allowed nearly all food and drink purchases with SNAP cards. Okay, I am finding this. So let me look into this. This will not affect the bottom line for Coca-Cola. So, all right. That's why it's going down. Okay, this is a good opportunity for me to buy. Let me break this down. So here we go. Thank you for this. Thank you. So starting January the 1st, 2026, several US states began banning the use of SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits, commonly called food stamps, for soda and other junk foods. That's what's sending Coca-Cola down, possibly. This is a major shift from decades of long-standing policy that allowed nearly all food and drink purchases except alcohol and hot prepared meals with SNAP cards. Which states have started the ban? The first wave of states implementing restrictions include Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, Utah, West Virginia. These states have approved waivers that prohibit SNAP benefits from being used to buy soda, sweetened drinks, candy, and similar items. What's being restricted? I don't think for a second this will affect the bottom line. Absolutely not. This is a buying opportunity. This is a buying opportunity. What's been restricted? The bans typically cover soda and soft drinks, including sweetened and diet varieties, candy and sugary snacks. In some states, energy drinks and other sugary drinks. These changes vary by state, but generally target items high in sugar and low in nutritional value. Why this is happening? The effort is part of a broader health initiative backed by federal officials, including Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and USDA Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins, aimed at reducing chronic health issues like obesity and diabetes by steering SNAP benefits toward more nutritious foods. Concerns and controversy. Critics warn the bans could stigmatize SNAP recipients and complicate grocery checkout systems. Implementation challenges and unclear product lists at stores are notable pain points. Retailers say the changes increase costs and consumer confusion due to technical and point-of-sale updates needed. Broader rollout planned. These 5 states are just the first. Up to 18 states have approved or expected to implement similar SNAP food restriction waivers throughout 2026. That means more locations could soon ban soda and certain junk foods from being purchased with SNAP. If you want follow-up details, yeah, okay. So let me see. How much? Let me have a look into this. How much will this affect KO stock? How much soda? How much Coca-Cola? I'm gonna do it that way. Coca-Cola is purchased with SNAP. This is interesting. I think it's very little. I think it's overreaction. Okay. I've just put this into, look at it going down now. Oh, bloody hell. This is a huge moment for me. All in on one stock now. How about that? How about it? We knew this legislation was coming. This is a buying opportunity. This is all about now huge conviction. Do you go all in? Do you go all in with margin? This is a huge overreaction. People taking profit. This is for those with conviction, and I have it. So, how much Coca-Cola revenue comes from Snap? There's no official Coca-Cola disclosure on exactly how much of its sales are paid with Snap. At any precise percentage you see online should be treated. Okay. Estimated ranges from analysts and data. Snap beneficiaries spend a notable portion of their benefits on sugary drinks, and soda is often cited as one of the top categories purchased under Snap, but the actual share of Coca-Cola's total revenue coming from Snap purchases is very likely modest, not dominant. This is an overreaction. A more realistic estimate from policy commentary and spending patterns is that Snap spending on sugary drinks likely contributes around 5 to 10% of Coca-Cola. So, a more realistic estimate from policy commentary and spending patterns is that Snap spending on sugary drinks likely contributes around 5 to 10% of Coca-Cola's US beverage revenue, not the exaggerated claims of 40% seen on media. The higher figures emerge only with speculative assumptions and don't reflect official reporting. That's what's happening. We have got a massive overreaction. This is great. For those that are investors, for those that are real investors, this is the moment you have waited for. This is what real investors do right now. This is the day you look forward to. So it's happening. I am all in on one stock. I am all in on Coca-Cola. And this news is an overreaction. 100%. So now we get really serious. Now comes the margin. All right. And we go all in. We buy up all the shares. This is what's happening today. This is a big, big deal, folks. This is a big, big deal. So we are focused now on what it's all about. What this is all about is happening now. So let's get into this story. What the Snap soda bans mean in practical terms. Snap soda ban starts in some states, Indiana, Iowa, Nebraska, Utah, West Virginia, and others in 2026, but not nationwide. Only 18 states have waivers so far, covering a portion of the US population. Even where bans apply, non-Snap customers still buy soda with cash, debit, and credit. So total Coke demand isn't eliminated. Impact on Coca-Cola, likely modest. Analyst views suggest that Snap beverages restrictions are a headwind, not a crisis. A manageable incremental drag on volume, not a material existential threat. It's not, because this was already known and we have an $80 target, 96. This is an overreaction. I am going to be loading the boat right now. Large beverage companies like Coca-Cola have pricing power, a diversified product mix, and significant sales outside the Snap context. Consumer behavior matters. If Snap recipients switch to buy soda other cash sources or retailers adjust promotions, the net effect could be small. Restrictions may shift. Market view on Coca-Cola stock risk from Snap changes. Here's a balanced risk for Coca-Cola stock. Potential downside pressures. Soda sales could decline in the States with bans if Snap recipients reduce soda consumption or shift to non-Coke alternatives. Remember, Coke Zero is their number one seller. Volume growth in lower income segments might slightly weaken. Consumer sentiment on health regulation could influence long-term demand. Offsetting strengths. Snap purchases represent only a fraction of total US soda consumption. Coke's global revenue is far larger than domestic Snap-related soda sales. This is huge. Coca-Cola's diversified portfolio, water, sports drinks, teas, non-carbonated, reduces concentration risk. In short, direct Snap impact on Coca-Cola revenue is likely small, likely in the low single-digit percentage. This is great. This is great. I like it. I like what I'm reading. It's what I already knew. So we are using margin. We are going in now, big. We are going in. Coca-Cola, we are going in. So you're going to watch me do it now. Here is Coca-Cola. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. I am buying. I am buying. Buy, 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 buy. Limit order. 69.35. Just make sure we get. I'm using margin. Let's start with 1,000. 1,000. Here we go. We're not messing around, folks. We are not messing around. 69.35. Continue. 24 out. Yeah. Whatever. We're still falling. We're 1,000 shares. We are going big time now. We're going big time, folks. We are not messing around now. We are very, very committed. Someone says Martyn is obsessed with Coca-Cola. I'm not obsessed with Coca-Cola. I'm here to make money, and this is free money now. Here we go. So I'm watching it fall. This is a massive overreaction. Thousand shares. Thousand shares. Here we go. $70,000. That's how I understand the balance sheet. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. $69,000. We're not messing around. All right, there we go. Doesn't get more committed than that, folks. That's buying with conviction. When we get our bounce, which we will, I'll be able to trim these higher ones at 70 and keep my average will drop now to about 69. 69.30, 69.40 once I sell the bounce, which I will. Wow, look at that. There you go. We've still got plenty. We've got 260 left. Got $250,000. Now we're getting another bounce. Let me go back to comments and question. This is a huge event. This is a huge event today. So, as hyperscalers hunt for the democratized, always on GPU farms. Thank you, Cedar. Never use margin. Wish I knew how. I need a course. I'll help. I've got a whole video. If you go into YouTube and type Martyn Lucas Investor, margin call, I've got a whole series of videos on it to help you. So you don't need to be out of the dark. You know exactly what's going on. Martyn will be Mr. Coca-Cola. Bloody right. Move to SGov. No. That's what SGov was for. Now we're bouncing back. He has hundreds of videos explaining margin. Yes, if I'll show you. This is a huge day, folks. This is all about conviction now. We are all in. We are all in. This is wonderful. This is what investors do. Warren Buffett is not selling, by the way, just so you know. So what you do is you go, hang on a minute, I'll tell you what you do. What a great day this is for investors. What a great day for investors. So, while we're watching for that, if you want to know about margin, because now we're serious now, all right, you go to the channel, you go to the search bar at the top, all right, on YouTube, Martyn Lucas Investor margin call. There you go. There's a video there. There's margin call. I've got several videos about margin. Type in margin call. I think you find more. Margin. There's one there. There you go. Margin call. There's one. There's margin call explaining it there. What is a margin call? Envit margin. Yeah, these aren't my channel. These aren't my videos anymore. There you go. So that's how you do that. Now then, flipping heck, folks. Seeders, I would never do alone, even with videos. Done too much wrong already. My dad loves Coke Zero. It's not because of Snap. It's the chart pattern. It's nothing to the chart pattern. What a load of nonsense. It's got nothing to do with Warren Buffett and myself never ever look at a chart when it comes to the valuation of a business. Nothing to do with the chart pattern. All right. Coca-Cola resistance at 69.10. He is saying mantra to himself. No idea what that means. 100 Coca-Cola for me. You bought some? I just purchased Coca-Cola. Oh no, crash incoming. Martyn's obsessed. Well, load the lorry. Why not get a financial advisor if you're doing so much that's wrong, said Cedar. I'm a Coca-Cola employee for 15 years. Please share your thoughts with us. Please share your thoughts with us. You missed my super chat. Did I miss your super chat? What happened? Where? Did I miss that? This is why Coca-Cola is making healthier. Exactly. It's great. It's an overreaction. It's an overreaction. Yeah, we know about the sugarcane. Let me replay that. I missed it missed your super chat off. I don't know why. Let me did it play it? Here we go. There we go. It's because the sound was turned down. There we go. That's why I didn't see it. Thank you.
Adaric 3 donated $2 through a super chat. This is why Coca-Cola making healthier. Sugarcane. Yeah,
it's an overreaction. What an opportunity. What an opportunity. I would wait till the end of the day before, but no, I'm not waiting till the end of the day. I'll be trimming using my tax lots by the end of the day. Boom, boom, boom. Goodbye, Martyn. Yeah, I admire your risk-taking ability. Thank you. This is interesting to watch as I sit at my desk at Coca-Cola. This is interesting to watch as I sit at my desk at Coca-Cola. This guy literally is working at Coca-Cola. I love it. Go team, go. Blimey, I need a cuppa. You missed I did it now. If you think it's margarine, buy it. I don't understand that, Terry. You got guts going in all on one stop without reading the chart patterns. Oh dear. I don't read the charts. I read the businesses, the balance sheets. I talk to people that work there. I understand the business. God. Going all in without reading a chart pattern. It's got nothing to do with the chart pattern. It's to do with the balance sheet, the profit, the loss, the World Cup, the sponsorship, all the money, the earnings, the oversold positions, the sugarcane, the new COO, the new flavors, there's a whole array of things that the chart has got nothing to do with. Anyway, you got guts going in all without reading the chart. I'm not interested in the chart at all. You need at least 2,000 in your brokerage account to unlock extra buying power with margin, says Marsha. Go on, my son. Go on, says Stephen. Afternoon, Martyn, on all. Coca-Cola, you not worried about potential aspartame story come out and taking the stock? No, it's the most sugar. No, I'm not. Not at all. I bought more Coca-Cola. Guts and nuts, said Cedar. It's not really. It's just a good business. All right. It's not rocket science, this, you know. I just bought the limit orders yesterday on gold. Good luck to you, Kevin. I bought some Coca-Cola today. Coca-Cola own Costa too. Yes, they do. They're selling it, though. It's an old butter commercial from the 80s. Sorry. I didn't get it. Sorry. Chart patterns is telling me it's the duck signal. What the hell? What's that mean? Coca-Cola can't be a loss so quick. Coca-Cola can't be a loss so quick. What do you mean by that? We did see a small pullback in sales during the government shutdown, but not major. All right. Okay. We've got an employee here from Coca-Cola live on the show. Afternoon all. I'd love you to be on the show. This would be fantastic. I've been day trading since 2017. I depend on charts. Well, that's up to you. But no actual investor looks at cares about the chart, to be perfectly honest. We focus on value, balance sheets and money and margins and profits and losses, stuff like that. We're buying businesses. We're not buying stocks. You're just focusing on a chart. And the reason why and the other reason why is you're all looking at the same chart. You're all looking at the same thing. And it's a battle plan that everyone's doing the same thing. So everyone's trying to buy at the same time, sell at the same time. I'm focused on the value of the business, what the business is actually worth, its intrinsic value. That's what I'm focusing on. So I don't care what you want to pay or don't want to pay on the day with a chart. I'm focusing on the value, and I know what the value of the business is worth. The value of the business within 12 months is $80. That's the value. And that's got nothing to do with a chart, because there is no chart at $80. It doesn't exist. There's no line drawn up there. It doesn't exist. I predict $80 because of the balance sheet, the profit, all the other business acumen. That's what I'm focusing on. I don't care about what the chart says.
Ed Matt Miller 7202 has become a member. We Coke addicts here.
But if you want to look at a chart and make your decisions based upon a pattern that everybody else is reading, then be my guest. It's not what I do. It's not what Warren Buffett does either. Hello, this is a great. I am all in today in Coca-Cola. Congratulations to you, Frederick. People don't drink Coca-Cola. People will drink Coca-Cola. No worries. Yeah, of course they will. I've been trading since 2017. I depend on charts. I wish you the very best. It's not the way I do things. Even analysts, chart readers are saying this consensus pricing target sits 11 to 13% above prices with a strong buy consensus there. Even analyst chart readers are saying this consensus price target sit 11 to 13% plus the dividend above prices with a strong buy. Absolutely. And that was before all of this. This is for me a gift. I mean, I'm all in. I've just used margin. I mean, you can't get more dramatic than that. Coca-Cola starts bought at 69.55. Congratulations to you. This guy tells you about duck signals. I answered that as his trademark. Oh, I see. Thank you, Liz. Thank you for your 4 months membership. We are Coke addicts here. I love it. Thank you for that. Brilliant. Have a look at end phase. Yes, I will. I've got to go over to members only and do my chart analysis. You see, you never know what's going to happen. This isn't one of my other top tips. This is a $100 stock. Bought this at 27, 28, I think it was. Look at it now. $100 stock. That's my other top tip of the year. But there you go. Good luck to everybody. Is that Coca-Cola crashing? Is that Coca-Cola crashing? No. It's gone down. Okay. KO not going anywhere. People love the crack. Yeah, you're correct. For long-term stocks, Martin, the balance sheet is important. It's everything. It's all I care about is what the business is actually worth more than anything else. But anyway, we shall see. I've gone from $5,000 to $200, and that will drop now, $84,000 in 4 years. And I started by reading charts and losing money and lost 40 grand at the beginning. Now I focus on relationships, people, balance sheets, the CEOs I talk to, my press room, White House press room contact, Robinhood, Robinhood. I haven't got a contact at Coca-Cola other than my friend here in the chat. Robinhood, Ripple, Bank of America. These are the people that I talk to. This is how I make my decisions, and that's how I've gone from 5 grand to $284,000. Coca-Cola not going anywhere. Aspiranti is a cancer-causing agent at high dosages, confirmed with clinical studies. Nemesis, that is not the case at all, but you're very welcome to share it. I am going to try trading between Coca-Cola and Enphase for a bit. Good luck to you. Sir, Cartoon Network. Okay, no idea what that means. Okay. Right, now then. Bought more Coca-Cola today. Thank you. We need more Coca-Cola contracts. Everyone's buying Coke today. Yeah, I love it. Right. So what I need to do now is we're going over to members only, so I can do live Q&A, and then we'll do in an Electrum event where we will do what do you call it, mini stock analysis for you, where I will break down the business for you, first come first serve. So let's go over to members only first of all, so we can answer all questions, so we can do reviews and analysis and so on and so forth. So members only, all channel members. This is for everybody in 5 minutes. Schedule, here it comes. So we're going to end the show in 5 minutes and go to members only to be able to do deep mini analysis for you in the Electrum section. But this will be all members first of all, so we can do live Q&A, phone-ins, deeper dives, answer all your questions, and so on and so forth. I'm not going anywhere, Daniel. I just got to focus on my members. It's because the members we can be here. I don't do videos, I go live, and without members, and I wouldn't be able to afford to be live. It's what we do. Let me just adjust my play button. The play button got moved. It should be. It's a bit glary. There you go. It should be like that. It was catching the light a bit too much. Anyway, so you got 4 minutes left to go. Let me make sure the event is set up. There you go. It'll automatically take you there. I will give you the link as well. I know some of you say it didn't work properly, so we're going to give you the link to it as well. So live shows, members only, done. This is all members, everybody, nearly 2,000 now. Okay. We are all set. I'll give you a link in a moment. Just stand by. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Just going to go over there now. This is an example of buying with conviction, right? You couldn't get more committed than that. So let me refresh the screen. We're about to go to members only. We've got 2.5 minutes to go. It will automatically take you there. I'm also going to give you the link as well. In the chat. So stand by. We'll be live in 2 minutes. It'll automatically take you there, but I'll give you the link as well, so you've got it. Make it easier for everyone. And, oh, Kazansky's already there. He was quick. He's already on the next event. Okay, so let me refresh that. Okay, so here we go. Next, all members event. Okay, there you go. You can click there now, or it'll take you there automatically, whichever way you'd like to do it. You've got 1 minute to go. If you want to become a member, there's the membership link. It's only a couple of bucks. It's the bronze members and upwards. Everybody, there's no limit. Everyone can join in. Right, we're counting down now. 1 minute to go, and it'll automatically take you there. So hopefully you'll join me. Okay, here we go. We're down to 45 seconds. People are already there. Kazansky's there. Yolanda, William Myers, Anubis. They're already there waiting. And we're going to go, and that we've got analysis to do for the Electrum members after we've done a bit for all the members. We'll do live Q&A. We'll do phone-ins. And this is a hell of a morning, isn't it? We're buying with conviction this morning, big time. So, yeah, I mean, can you imagine what my dividend payout is going to be in February? Woohoo! It's going to be like 3.5, 4 grand. Remember that? I got a big dividend coming in February. Oh, we're coming up quick. We're coming up quick. Look at that. All right, we're going to end now. See you over there in 1 minute. Bye-bye for now.